Loneliness has a bad reputation. The moment you admit you feel lonely, people assume something is wrong. They assume you failed socially. They assume you're missing something everyone else seems to have. But what if loneliness isn't just a painful gap? What if it's a hidden transformation? What if this season, the one that feels quiet, empty, maybe even heavy, is actually shaping you in ways you don't see yet? Because psychology shows that loneliness doesn't just hurt, it also changes you. And sometimes it changes you for the better. Here are the hidden effects of being lonely, the ones no one talks about. First, loneliness increases self-awareness. When you're not constantly surrounded by noise, opinions, and distractions, you start hearing your own thoughts more clearly. At first, that can be uncomfortable. Your insecurities get louder, your doubts feel heavier, your overthinking becomes more noticeable. But research indicates that time spent alone increases self-reflection, and self-reflection is one of the strongest predictors of emotional intelligence. When you sit alone at night thinking about your life, when you replay conversations in your head, when you question your own reactions, you are studying yourself. And the more you understand yourself, the less controlled you are by your impulses. Loneliness forces you to meet the real you, and that meeting, even when it's hard, is powerful. Second, loneliness strengthens emotional independence. Psychology shows that when external validation decreases, internal regulation increases. In simple terms, when there's no one around to constantly reassure you, you slowly learn how to reassure yourself. You've probably had moments where you wanted to text someone just to feel seen, but you didn't. You sat with the feeling instead. You survived it. That's emotional muscle. Just like going to the gym strengthens your body, sitting with difficult emotions strengthens your resilience. Over time, you stop needing constant approval to feel okay. You start trusting your own judgment. And that quiet confidence, it doesn't depend on who stays or who leaves. Third, loneliness sharpens perception. When you're not busy performing socially, you start observing. Research on social cognition suggests that people who spend more time alone often develop stronger pattern recognition in relationships. You begin to notice things others ignore. You see who only reaches out when they need something. You sense when someone's smile doesn't match their eyes. You pick up on subtle shifts in tone and energy. Loneliness slows you down enough to see clearly, and clarity protects you. It helps you avoid shallow connections. It helps you choose better people. It helps you set healthier boundaries. Being alone teaches you what real connection should feel like. Fourth, loneliness deepens creativity and inner vision. Some of the most creative thinkers in history spent long periods alone. Why? Because when the external world gets quiet, the internal world gets louder. Research indicates that moderate solitude enhances imagination and problem solving. When you walk alone and your mind drifts, when you journal for hours, when you daydream about a different future, that's not wasted time. That's vision forming. Loneliness gives your mind space to explore without interruption. It allows you to design your life instead of just reacting to it. Fifth, loneliness clarifies your standards. When you felt the ache of being alone, you become more careful about who you let close. You stop chasing attention. You start craving alignment. Psychology shows that people who experience social exclusion often develop stronger boundaries later in life. Because once you've sat with emptiness, you realize something important. Being alone is painful, but being around the wrong people is worse. So you wait. You become selective. You value depth over distraction. And that selectivity isn't cold, it's wise. Now, let's be honest, loneliness still hurts. There are nights when the silence feels too loud. There are moments when you scroll through your phone and wonder why everyone else seems surrounded by connection. There are days when you question your worth. But here's something essential. Loneliness is a feeling. It is not your identity. You are not the lonely one. You are a human being going through a season, and seasons change. Psychology reminds us that emotional states are temporary. They move, they evolve, they soften. The hidden effect of being lonely is this: it builds you in private. It strengthens you where no one sees. It refines your standards. It deepens your mind. It sharpens your awareness. It teaches you how to stand on your own. And when the right people eventually enter your life, you won't cling to them out of fear. You'll choose them out of clarity. If you're feeling lonely right now, I want you to know this: you are not behind. You are not defective. You are not forgotten. You are developing. This quiet chapter might be uncomfortable, but it is not empty. It is shaping your strength. And one day, you'll look back and realize this was the season that made you emotionally powerful. If this message spoke to you, stay here. Subscribe for more insights that help you understand your mind instead of fighting it. Because sometimes the parts of you that feel the heaviest are the parts that are building your deepest strength.